Hello everyone and welcome back to TrekWorks. Boyd here with you. Well, it's time for part 3 of our Project 350 build series here on the channel. As you can see in front of you here, I've got the 1/350 scale Enterprise Refit kit by Polar Lights. This is the Mac Daddy of Star Trek kits. Believe me, this is the one that's the most challenging kit that's out there to build. We've got a lot of work to do on this to make this look right, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what we're planning on doing with this one. You can see here on the cover that there's tons of detail on this model. We have all the beautiful Aztecs that need to go on this, some really sophisticated electronics to get our lighting looking nice, and there's a lot of paint work to do on this to get all these little details. Here you can see on the back side here that what's included with this model, you've got a nice detailed shuttle bay, all the beautiful details for the painting that we're going to need to do, and so we're really looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. As I mentioned, I've been working up towards this for about 1.5 years now, building all these other kits, just finishing up the NX-01. I think has got me pretty well prepared to tackle this monster, so I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be using some brand new parts that are out there for this, some aftermarket stuff. We have the brand new Paragrafix photo etch kit, which has just been re-released. It's a new version of those parts which give you some more detail that was not included before. And in just a little bit here I'll show you what that set looks like and what we're going to be doing with it. And also we're going to be doing some electronics on this, which will be, I'll be using Tenacontrols again, my favorite board suppliers. They've got an all-in-one board, they call it, which gives you the effect of the ramping up and down of the deflector dish from amber to blue. That works really, it makes a really nice smooth transition. There's a nice action effect for the impulse engines that kind of gives you that pulsing and then bright look that as it goes from kind of part throttle to full throttle when they accelerate. That's going to be nice. Of course, all the navigation and strobe light effects, and then the nice approach lights that go inside, the sequential lights that go inside the shuttle bay. And included with that, we're going to add their Tenacontrols photon torpedo launcher board, which gives you the effect of the photon torpedoes being launched, complete with sound effects, so that's going to be really cool. And so we've got our work cut out for us here. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to this. It's been about 1.5 years that I've been gearing up for this, and I think I can handle this thing now. I hope I can do a decent job on it, and I hope you guys will enjoy the video build series. What I'm going to do right now is get the camera repositioned, come back and show you the contents of the box and what some of our plans are with this, and then I'll show you the photo etch kits, so stay tuned. We'll be right back with that. Okay guys, we're back set up here, and let's take a look under the lid of this big monster. There's been a lot of reviews of this kit done before, but I'll just go through real quick and show you what we're looking at here. First on top you can see these huge monster size nacelles. They're all set up to do some lighting on them. You can see that the flux chiller grills and everything are already all cut out. And you've got some holes here at the front for the individual spotlights. Those will probably have to be reworked a little bit. And here at the back, there's some areas here that are open. We're going to have to attach these little fins on the side separately and work out getting our lighting in there for the RCS thrusters. Here is the huge saucer with the B and C deck and the bottom side, and you can see all these windows are already punched out for you here, so we don't have to worry about doing too much drilling. We'll have to do a little bit of drilling around here for the I think the thruster banks, but I guess those are already included. But all the little lights spots are in place for doing the navigation and strobe lights on it. And here you can see you've got the bottom of the primary hull. Now you get two hulls with this. Basically there's a difference between the ship as it was seen in Star Trek the Motion Picture and onward towards the end of the movie series, between the Refit and the Enterprise A, and we're going to be doing this one as the original Refit. So I'll have to figure out which one of these is which, and then we'll be going with that one. And you can see you get the secondary hull parts here as well to go with that to match up with those individual parts. And here's our instruction sheet, and it's in 2 sections, and that's already been reviewed quite extensively before, so we won't go through all that. Now the clear parts included are your flux chiller grills, your deflector dish, and all these individual window inserts, which we've got a couple of sprues of those. Our crystals here at the top of the impulse deck, and a few other things. Some of the areas, the ceiling for the Arboretum, and some other parts like that. Here's the lower planetary sensor array, the deflector housing, the main deflector dish housing. You can see here you've got the shuttle bay entrance there. Here's the included base, which is actually a really nice sturdy base, and it does work out pretty well for this model, but we're going to be doing our own custom base with this one. And here we have the giant size pylons along with the neck, dorsal area. More parts for the shuttle bay area, the roof of the shuttle bay, some other things like that. We have the Arboretum here, which we're going to be starting on that first. That'll be the first part of the build-up. And then here you have the massive sheets of decals, including the Aztecs and all the registry marking decals. We won't open this up yet, but there's a lot of Aztecs on there. Can't be any worse than the NX01 that I just finished, so I think I can tackle those Aztecs pretty well on this kit. So let me get this all put back together in the box, and I'll come back now and show you the photo etch set that we've got from Paragrafix. Be right back. Stay tuned. Okay guys, well here's a look at the new Paragrafix photo etch kit for this model. And you can see you get a nice instruction sheet with it, and the parts themselves are all here laid out, and we'll zoom in on this in a second and give you an up-close look at them. But they take you through step by step. You've got all these parts here for the shuttle bay, and the travel pods and some of the shuttles. And then here you can see you've got the primary hull airlock assembly, more parts for the shuttle bays, or shuttles themselves. And over here you've got some nice grills for the impulse engines. Now something new on this kit that wasn't included before are the Arboretum walls for some more detail there. And we've got some airlock parts here for the bridge, the back part of the bridge, and around the some airlock assemblies for the hull. And here we've got our deflector dish ring, and they're called space energy field attraction sensors. And then on the back side here you've got your Arboretum windows, of course, some optional shuttle bay hangar door edges, and the rec deck windows here, officer's lounge deck here, windows at the back, and the details at the rear of the warp drive nacelles. So that's pretty good. Also included, you get these little shadow figures that you can put in some of your windows inside of your areas of the ship and inside the shuttle bay. And let me zoom in a little bit here on the photo etch set. Maybe if I turn this sideways you can get a little bit, I can keep it in frame here a little bit and get nice and tight on this. Okay, and you can see there's quite a bit going on here. That's beautifully done. You've got, like I said, the airlock assembly here. You've got all these detail parts for the shuttle bay. And here you get the complete room, the rec deck room, which is actually a box. You can see that it's spread out here. You cut this out and you fold the sides over and bring the roof down, so you got a nice boxed in section for that. That'll really look nice. And our officer's lounge windows here, all the little support girders inside the shuttle bay, the lighting framework at the top of the shuttle bay, the impulse engine grills. All over you can see they have these little miniature 1/350 scale figures. They're not three-dimensional, but you can add some detail with that. Here's the newly included Arboretum walls, which are really nice, and that's going to add something special to that. And just a lot of stuff going on. So this is a really, really nice kit, and we'll be showing you a little bit of the techniques of how to use these photo etch parts as we do the build when we get to that point. So everything should turn out really well. I hope that we don't have any issues with any of this stuff. I think with all the, as I mentioned, all the threads that I've been watching and other people working with this stuff, that I should be okay. But it's going to be quite the intensive build. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on with that. Alright guys, well, we'll be back. The next video, part 1 of the series, we'll be starting up building the Arboretum. I've got some, let me show you these real quick. Back off on the camera here for you. I bought this ready-made grass and some scale trees for doing the Arboretum, and that's going to really help us add some nice detail. These trees are too big, they're HO scale, but I'll trim these down, probably just wind up using some of the branches off of them for some of our trees, and we're going to do a nice little pond in the middle there and nice walkways. And this grass I really like because it comes on a nice sheet. You can just cut it out and it's nice and flat too. It's not going to look like it sticks up too much, so I think that's going to look good in there. And then with the new Arboretum walls and everything, we're really going to be able to put some nice detail in that. And so we'll be off to a start, and that's what I'll be covering in the next video, part 1 of the Build-Up series. Okay guys, well, take care. We'll be back in a couple of days, and we'll get started on the Enterprise Refit. And until then, everybody remember.
Let's make sure history never forgets the name Enterprise.
Okay, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care out there and happy modeling.